Okay, hey, welcome back. So last time we drew Skyfire, and you know, it didn't really work out the best. It was a struggle. And the whole point is that I'm trying to understand simplification and stylization and ultimately try to arrive at my style. Now, the trouble, though, of finding your own style is that, you know, it's something that you have to do by getting mileage and drawing a bunch of different things. But that's a problem if you like a bunch of different things and you can just kind of get lost in the sauce. So it's like we got to try to find some like umbrella of like style that we kind of want to like narrow in on. No. So then while I was trying to draw really Skyfire stuff, I was like, okay, I like this style a lot, but you know, I don't know if I like it a lot. So it got me thinking a bit. And as some of you know, I am in a mentorship class with Domlay right now for like the next 2 weeks at the time of this recording, and an exercise that he's having us do is something called the Triforce of Influence. And basically all that means is find 3 different areas, 3 different artists that you like, and then try to like narrow your ambitions within that frame, within those confines. So that's the challenge. Before we go and scour the rest of ArtStation and copy a bunch of different artists, I'm gonna try to get 3 pillars to try to like control this search so I can actually make progress and actually kind of like go in a direction, because it's really depressing and I'm tired of not having a direction. Okay, so let's start looking, and a bit of a spoiler, I already know the answer, but you don't, because I did this off camera like an hour ago and then realized I should have been recording, so I'm sorry. But we're gonna go through and recreate this. Okay, so here's me. Here's what I've been doing since I made, this was my first YouTube video ever, why you should cheat at concept art, and it's like, it's just painted-ish, painted. All these are, these are just like, I don't even know what these are. I'm just painting over pictures. That's it. Just painting over pictures, trying to make it look painted. This was the closest to actually being kind of sort of close to like a composition that I made on my own. These are like multiple pictures in here. You can kind of see how the horizon line kind of gave me issues, so I just turned it into a lake. You know, and these are like some 3D experiments, and you know, so like it's all kind of the same vibe. And I look at this and I was like, I don't really want to do this. You know, this right here, it's the most recent post, but this is what I started off doing. This is what I very first started doing photo bashing stuff. And this like fantasy, this was the name of my like IP of the game that I was gonna make. And it's all very photo real kind of Final Fantasy vibe. And now I hate it. I don't, this doesn't do it for me at all. So let's try to, I don't know, find something that we like. I changed my name from concept artist to hobbyist because I don't even know if I want to do concept art. It's just, I just want to, we're starting over basically a little bit. So let's go find some people. Let's see what we like. Let's start with Skyfire. Let's start, where are you? Here you go. Okay, what do I like about this? I don't know. I don't know what I like about this. I like that they're girls. I like that they're pretty. I like that it's simplified. I like the poses. I was talking to Dom about this and he's like, it looks like you like stylized poses and like dynamic poses. And I was like, I guess that I do. You're smarter than me. So sure, let's say it's the poses. But then this was a litmus test though, of would I put any of these pictures as a phone wallpaper? If you like an artist enough to put it as your desktop wallpaper or your phone wallpaper, I think that makes it special. And as much as I enjoy Skyfire, I realized I wouldn't put any of their art as my phone or my desktop wallpaper. That was like my first tell. I was like, okay, maybe this isn't exactly what I was looking for. So then I was thinking, okay, what was a wallpaper that I had that I loved, and what can I find art that's similar to that? And as some of you know, in my older YouTube videos, my wallpaper was this guy. You guys remember this? And by remember this, I mean, who do I think I am? You remember my old videos? Probably not. But I had this wallpaper for like over a year and I loved it. I still love it. And it's pretty popular. It's not just mine. A lot of people like this. And I was like, well, what do I like about this? And is this just environments, or is this just, you know, like a one-time, like a thing? Like was this like a period of time, or is this like more to me? So then I started thinking, I was like, well, what was another wallpaper that I liked? And then I remember I liked this wallpaper as well. And I just Googled what house lake stylized art wallpaper, trying to go with this theme of like, if it was good enough for my wallpaper, it's good enough to like sear itself into my subconscious. And I found it. And then I found Reddit, and then Reddit took me to the sauce of the artist, Clement D'Artiguiz. He's French. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. And this, looking at his page and seeing other things that he made, I was like, this is it. This is like, this excites me. This is what I want. Like, look at this. This is so sick. I love it. Why do I love it? Not really sure. I can try to explain to you why I like it, but I just like it. So I don't know, like they feel good. So then I threw it up here in the first influence that I had. And then I tried to like deconstruct what I liked about it. So I said the colors, the flat shading, and then it was impressionistic. He just says so much with so little, and like he uses like solid colors. There's not a ton of like shadings or gradients, and like I like using like 1 or 2 values, and you know, a very like contrasty comic manga sort of style. So I was like, I like this, and I like the colors. So we'll put that up there in my the top part of my little pyramid, my little Triforce here. So that's one. Okay, so where to from here? I don't know. Like, what do you like? I don't know what I like. I mean, I do. I just like so many things, and it's hard because I love Eitan Zana. Here, let's go to Eitan. Here we go. Like, how can you not like Eitan? Like, he was the guy who got me started into concept art in the first place, right? But I look at this, and it looks really cool, and it looks really sick. But it's like it's all photoreal. He uses Octane, Megascans, and Photoshop. And by Photoshop, okay, fine, the block and then the final touches or whatever, but Octane Render and Megascans, which gives you your fine detail and your 3D and your photoreal and your, you know, AAA concept art stuff. And it's like, that's cool and that's fascinating, but I'm not gonna, you know, do this on my own time, right? I wouldn't set this as a wallpaper for myself. So as much as I love Eitan, I don't know. Something is missing for me. Like, I think this is sexy. I think this is so cool. Look at this. Look how painted and photoreal. Like, Eitan is like the father of me artistically, I guess. And now I'm disappointing my father and just drawing trashy weeb stuff on the internet and not being classy or respected by drawing cool stuff. I'm sorry, Eitan. I've strayed from the path. Filthy degenerate, that's me. Which led me back to Twitter, to the land of filthy degenerates, and League of Legends. So there's an artist that I love, and I can't find them anywhere else except for on Twitter, called Zacket. And the reason I like Zacket so much is that the storytelling that they're able to convey is outstanding. It's hilarious, and it's so anime, it's so stylized, it's so compelling. It's the storytelling of Zacket was just, it's next level. It's what I close my eyes and want to be able to do, right? Like, if I could just draw fan art of like whatever game I'm playing or whatever happening in my life, like whatever, you know, media I'm consuming, and I could just pop out little mini narratives like this, like that's all I want. Like, this is so cool. And it's not even that, I don't want to say it's not even that hard, because obviously he's extremely hard and he's super talented. But I mean, like, compared to like, you know, Eitan Zana or like what other people would consider like highly advanced, you know, this could be, you could argue that this is pretty simple. I would disagree with that. I mean, like, I guess I could see where they're coming from, but like, this is what I want to do. This is it. Like, I love this. I love this so much. So then I threw that down here at the bottom, where what do I love about Zacket so much? I love the storytelling. I love how every single piece that they make tells a story, and that it ties into whatever fan art it is. It's usually League, right? But it's like playing off of the lore and the relationships of those characters, and no dialogue, no words, but just all visual storytelling. It's amazing, which fits into the composition. And I like how stylized it is. I like how cartoony it is. I like how, like, oh my gosh, it's so good. There's one he has with Ezreal and Lux. Where is it? This. Look at this. Look at how, like, I feel for that. Like, Luck's out of focus. You know that's Silas's hand. You see Ezreal. They're like, it's amazing. And like all of them, like my love for this is in the storytelling, because artistically, I mean, yeah, okay, he's got form. He's got, I mean, that's it. He's got form and perspective. And then the rest of it is just storytelling. It's all flat shading. There's nothing, I don't think there's many post effects here. Maybe this is like a color dodge thing here for the lighting. But like, this isn't Atonzana. And that's okay. I had to give myself permission to realize that I would much rather, like, even just look at how like excited I am talking. Man, I'm such a lush. No, that's not the right word. I get way more alive looking at this than anything else I see from like Aton or Jamma or Mache, you know, like, and that to me is kind of like what honed me in, that maybe like this is what I should focus on, not what I think I should to be respected or to be cool or, you know, to get a job in the industry, but like what makes me come alive, what gets me animated, this. Like I've been rambling about Zacket for I don't even know how long now, but I'm gonna have to cut it down in post because I ramble so much. Okay, so Zacket, amazing. We got Clement and we got Zacket, and it's like, okay, well now what? So in the world of Clement, like how can I put a character in here that's not, you know, like I can't just drag and drop this Ezreal into this scene. Like what would that like middle ground kind of look like? What would a character actually look like in here that's more anime? So that was the question I was trying to ask myself. So I went back to who I was following and I was like, okay, there's tons of anime artists everywhere that all have kind of the semi-realism that I'm looking for. So, you know, Skyfire is kind of like that. There's another artist here that I like, you know, Max, everybody knows this guy. Birth a lot? It's not Birth. Birth a lot. Berthold? I don't know. I'm sorry. Last names are hard. Like there's this, right? Like, and I like this. I appreciate this, but would I put it as a phone wallpaper? No, I wouldn't. It's a little bit too painterly for me. It's not really what I like. I appreciate it. I think it's gorgeous, but it's not quite doing it for me. You know, I just clicked on a bunch of different people and tried to see what fit, like what I already like, just trying to lean on like my gut. Oh, I like you, I'm gonna follow you. And I try to like go through that to find somebody, and I found somebody. I found Tim Luchner. Perfect. And that was right. Luchner. Tim Lochner. All right. And the thing that made me realize that this is what I wanted is that it has that same like vibe. It has the same, I don't know, it sound like a hippie, like energy, like that's too far, but just like, I don't know, it feels similar. Like I like the atmospheric perspective. I like his lighting. That's what it is. Honestly, it's his lighting, the fact that it's anime and it's stylized. And it just like, I could see this. I can see how this can cross that line. Like this is a little bit more rendered. This is a little bit more flat. So it's like, he does a bit of both. But like this one, like this sold it to me. I was like, I love this. I love this so much. And I don't know what the fancy art word is for this. I think, I'm pretty sure this is the word. I think it's subsurface scattering, where you get the little like glow effect of this, you know, like on the sexy light here on her arm, and then on the, you know, the water bottle and the butterfly and all the little leaves. Like, I love this lighting. This feels really similar to me in terms of this. Not one for one, they're different artists, but it's like, I can kind of see the parallel here. And that's why I was like, okay, perfect. That's what we're gonna do. That's it. This is it. This is my triangle. This is my Triforce. If I can take what I like of each of these, I think I would be a happy camper. I think I would be happy. But I was thinking, and I was like, where am I now though? Does any of these traits, does any of this reflected in work that I've done in the past? And the answer is no, not really. Like, I see glimpses of it. Let's see. So this was a piece from last year where it was Zelda and Link. And it's a lot more painted. There's no lines anywhere. But, you know, there's Zelda over here panicking a bit. You know, there's some storyteller elements, you know, in here. There's some light peeking through awfully, terribly. That doesn't look anything like this. My colors suck, but I was trying to capture this. So it's like, I see this. I see like I see like little baby Josh inside, like crying for this, even though he was just swamped with like the Atonzana and the concept art and the 3D and what I think I should be doing. So these are like the two most like finished pieces or like closest resembling style of where I've been in the past. So the 2021, you know, the storytelling with Link and the fish and Zelda and the freaking Makoto Shinkai clouds here in the back. And then some more storytelling, you know, with Genji. But again, like super flat colors, no shading, you know, more like graphic looks similar to this, but just not as sexy, obviously. Yeah, it hurts. But I was like, okay, like I'm not totally crazy here. Like I see where I was trying to do this over the past 3-4 years, and being able to actually articulate that this is what I'm going for, that's helpful. That's what I want to do. That's we're on a mission now, and I hope I can improve. A little bit different video this week. You can try this yourself. Again, Dom Lay, I'll put his stuff on the screen. He's the one who showed me this. Dom's awesome. I'm in his mentorship course. You can, I mean, follow him on Instagram, ArtStation. His stuff is down below. But anyway, more copying stuff coming up next, coming tomorrow. We're gonna keep grinding, we're gonna keep going, and let's keep getting better together. Thanks. See you tomorrow.